Shout my hip hop since 1987, niggas. Hip hop since 1987.com.
We're gonna switch it up and do it slightly different. Instead of having all of our panelists up here together, we're gonna bring them up one by one, talk to them briefly, talk to them about their story, let y'all get some feedback, hear what they got going on. This brother right here is someone I truly call family. We met before any of these things was taken off. Y'all don't even understand some of the long nights. I'm not gonna get deeply into the story, but this brother, I've literally watched his career from the bottom up. A lot of y'all know him from Racks on Racks. That was one of the things that took him off the ground, but he has so many numerous hits, so many numerous #1 records. Goes by the name of Sonny Digital. Sonny, we appreciate you coming out here tonight, always showing love, always showing support.
Yes, sir.
We got a lot of producers in the building right now, some who are already out in the music industry making moves, some who are looking to make moves. We have some artists in the building that are looking to make moves as well. But talk to us briefly and just kind of give us a brief background of your story and when you got started.
Well, everybody, they think I was born in Atlanta. I was actually born in Michigan, and I came down to Atlanta when I was a baby, so everything started. I was born in Michigan, came down to Atlanta, grew up to about like 10, 12, 13, 14, somewhere around there when everybody was playing basketball. I went out, well actually I stayed in and I made beats and stuff, and so around like 12, 13, I started making beats, and then I only started making beats because I ran out of beats to rap on, and then I started getting hot with the beats, and then we just kept it going from there, you know? That's kind of like a light story of it though, you know, so a quick story.
So let our audience in here who may not know your catalog and know the work that you've done already, just give them a brief overview of some of the artists, some of the cats you've worked with, some of the cats you've influenced.
I hate doing that, bro. Hate doing that.
It's not bragging when it's true though, you know.
I know it ain't bragging though, but you know, honestly, y'all, I be forgetting after all these years, man. I done forgot who I done worked with. I done worked with a lot of people. I really done work with them and everybody though. You know, regardless if you know it or not though, or if I remember it though, I done worked with a lot of people. So at this point in my career, I be like, man, it's just like, I don't really care no more. You know, like I be like, I done it all. I done worked with everybody, honestly, in my opinion. You know, everybody who I wanted to work with, at least, you know.
You also do things as an artist as well. So how do you go about knowing what sound you want to give out to other artists and what sound you want to keep for yourself?
Everything is open. I don't really hold nothing back for me and something for them. Everything is, if it's out, is all open for the shop. You know, like you can get whatever is out, you know, because shit, I'm creative, so you know, I'm not gonna run out of the creativity and stuff, you know, like I can give you some shit and I can turn back around and go make 10 more of the same shits, you know, like the creativity is free. So I don't mind giving anything out. I don't put nothing to the side for something or anything, because whatever I make next is usually gonna be better than what I made last time.
What's a typical creative session like for you? When you're home, when you're in the studio doing your thing, do you dedicate a certain amount of time, like, you know, okay, 5 hours a day is gonna be dedicated to making beats, or is it one of those things when you get the mood, when you get the move and the feeling, you start creating and making music?
It's more of a mood, feeling type of thing right now, but like earlier on, like when I was coming up, like in the phase where like a lot of people at right now, I did set myself to have, like do like a certain amount a day or a certain amount within a week, you know, like but it was like more funner back then though, because it wasn't so much of a job. Right now it's being, for me, it's like a job, so every time I go to make a beat, it's gotta be for something, you know? So like back then when I was making beats, I was brushing up on skills and they was landing and being placements at the same time, and so it was a little more funner to do it when it wasn't so much of a job, you know?
For cats right now who are on the go, on the move, they looking to get into the music business and they looking to come up, as I mentioned, like I remember the hard days. I remember the hard work you were putting in, 12-hour shifts and whatnot. I see you at 7 a.m., you about to go do some work in the studio.
Yes,
you hop back out, we barbecuing and shit at 7:30. You like, I'm just gonna grab a burger, I'm going back in the studio.
People don't know about those days.
They don't know about those days. So explain to artists the hunger and how you must stay dedicated to your craft.
Like I said, all right, for me it was easier though because it was more so fun. It was easy for me to dedicate to something that was fun to do. You know what I'm saying? So
do you think that's important, making sure that it's fun, that you don't get caught up in just making it seem like work?
I mean, eventually when you making beats, it's gonna turn to the work route though. You know, every time you're gonna make a beat, it's gonna have to be for something though. You know, like when your name becomes something. And so like until then, I tell people to have as much fun as you can have with it though, because when this shit turns to a job, it's like it's gonna take a long time for you to like turn that shit back into a hobby, you know, because you know you gotta. You know, it's just right now. I'm just urging y'all right now, just have fun while y'all still can. As far as before y'all get a hit and everything, because once y'all get a hit, it becomes a real job. You got to come up with another hit after that. And if you don't come up with another hit and you quote unquote fall off, it's gonna be 10 times harder for you to come back through. You know, so I don't know. I feel like right now everybody just need to have fun, take their time. You know, just get creative and figure out creative things. You know.
Can you explain to folks how important it is to be on top of their business? How important it is to be professional in this game and always be prepared for the moment, because you never know when you might get a call from Ross. You never know when Jay-Z might call you like, hey, I hear your movement is rocking. Come to the studio right now. Can you tell cats how important it is to stay on top of their business?
That shit is like one of the most important things, because especially like in Atlanta for me, because you don't ever know who you're gonna run into. Like you know, you can run into anybody literally just walking down the street. I done that plenty of times. Like it's crazy you said Rick Ross. That's probably one of the last people I ran into on some humbug shit though. I ran into Rick Ross on some humbug shit at the airport. Atlanta airport, you'll run into a lot of people too. But I ran into Rick Ross there, and basically it was that conversation, oh, I'm working on this stuff with Blase, like, woo-de-woo, I'm gonna call you tomorrow, whatever though, you know, and just from us bumping into each other, seeing each other, that popped off a whole nother situation, you know.
So we're gonna talk briefly about what you got going on right now. You don't like to do it, but you work with many, the Rick Rosses, the Futures, and you've been working with them from the beginning up until now. Are there any artists to date that you haven't worked with that you're like, they gotta get Sonny Digital in the studio with them?
Nah, not really. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not saying that there ain't no good artists out there though, but nobody really seeks to amaze me when it comes to handling actually like stuff, you know, like doing real and being real with people. Like everybody always be doing their own little flaw stuff, you know. Like me, I keep it real all the way across the board, whether you super hot or you fucking ice cold, you know, like you know, like. But it's just weird, like for me, like I kind of handle everybody the same all the way across the board, you know.
What all do you have going on right now? I know you're doing more as an artist, you're doing more as an entrepreneur, you're also a father. Big ups to that, because you stay in tune with what's going on with family. Family is important in this game, y'all. No matter how hard you work, your blessings flow when you find a balance 50-50. You gotta be in the industry 50-50, you gotta have a personal life as well, so you can continue to stay fresh, stay creative. What are you working on yourself?
For me, I'm working on this groovy project. This real groovy. I need you to come through and come listen to it. You know, it's like some real like it's not rap music no more, and I'm producing it too. So it's a little crazy. It's like some real good music that's going. It's timeless. I call it timeless music because a lot of this music I made a couple of years ago, but it still sounds like I made it yesterday. You know, and so I'm working on that project. I'm not sure when I'm gonna drop that. And then my main project that I'm working on right now is I'm building a studio out here in Atlanta right now. That's why I really been kind of low key off the scene though, because
My new office.
Yeah, I'm building a whole new office. It's a little bigger than this building right here. So when I say I'm building the studio, when I tell people, they always think I'm talking about like a little room inside my house. I mean, I'm building like a whole facility, you know, like building out the rooms, building out everything, you know. So right now, that's one of the main things I'm doing. And like you said, being a dad, that's all day, you know, so.
I want to open the floor up to 2 questions. 2 cats that might want to have a question for the brother. You put your hand in there, I'll come to you. You can ask the cat a question and whatnot. Anybody in the audience with any questions? All right, we're going to keep this thing, hold on.
Like, what age did you realize, like, this is what you wanted to do?
I was in the 7th grade. I remember this day. I remember it like real clear. So we used to be this website we used to get the acapellas from called Crazy Pellas, and we used to take and put the acapellas over our beats and stuff. And I remember the What You Know About That T.I. song that came out, and I had made a fire ass motherfucking beat. I was like, yo, this shit fire. This like when I knew I was fire, I was like, this is what I'm about to do. I had put that T.I. What You Know About That over the beat, and I was like, nah, this shit fire. I was in the 7th grade, I remember this shit. I was in Michigan too. I said, this shit was fire. I said, man, now I know for sure, like, this is what I'm about to be doing though. Because the times before then, I was just trying to get good at it though. But then that was like my point where I knew I was like, okay, I'm a little better than everybody else on this motherfucker right now, you know. So I don't know, 7th grade, Michigan. That's when I figured it out, you know.
When you're in the studio working, do you prefer emailing beats off to the artist or actually being in the studio cooking it up?
Dope question, yo.
It actually depends on the artist though, to be for real. Like, a lot of artists don't like to be in a room with that whole, you know, the beat making process. You know, like sometimes that shit can be like that quick, like in snap of a finger, but then sometimes that shit can be drawn out and super long, you know, like the only person who can really sift through that is the producer or the producers, whoever on it though. But then there's some artists that do like to actually sit in on certain things, and yeah, you know, like it's certain artists that work like that though, but it's like you just gotta fit to whatever artist that you're working with or working for, you know?
Anybody else in the audience? I'll open it up to one more if anybody else in the audience.
Hey, what up? What's like the most unexpected thing that ever happened to you since you've been in the industry, like people-wise, like, you feel me, like relationship-wise?
Most unexpected thing. It'll probably be unexpected to y'all though, but a lot of people that y'all think I fuck with, I don't fuck with. And I don't know why. You know, I'm a real nigga. I must say I'm a real nigga. You see, I'm here with y'all. I'm always here. I'm here every year with y'all.
Whenever I call this boy, anything, yo, dog, my son having a baby shot, or I'm about to have a kid, I'm there, you know what I'm saying?
Swear to God,
that's real. Anything, you know what I'm saying? Anything that's real.
So, you know, like I said, I'm a real nigga and I don't know what's up with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, everybody y'all be thinking I be cool with this shit though. It ain't none of that. Trust me, bro, it ain't none of that. But you know, it's all cordial, but it ain't nothing what everybody be thinking it is. That's the real kicker and the real shocker with me though, like seeing a lot of these people go from 0 to 100 and see how much they change. You know? Like I said, like I can't lie to y'all. I'm here with y'all every year. I'm here all the time, man. These people ain't here talking to y'all, you know?
Sonny, appreciate your time, dog. Love you, man.
Oh man, you already know it, bro.
Shout my hip hop since 1987, niggas. Hip hop since 1987.com.
We're live right now in front of the Trap Museum with the one and only Mr. T.I. We out here to celebrate your new album, Dime Trap. Talk to me about it. We've heard a few singles, Yo Gotti, Meek Mills. What are you most looking forward to with this new project?
Just to show growth, evolution, and insight and how much we've, I guess, learned from the lessons that my career has taught us and what we, you know, how we've applied it. You know what I'm saying? It's really, this album to me is supposed to be a TED Talk. It's a TED Talk for trap music.